Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic I wanted to come on here and make a real quick video because I will be uploading a video after this that I'm working on, that I'm basically talking about, you know, women need to be careful out here, you know, with narcissistic men in society, you know, people that you come across dating, people that you meet, or people that, you know, you can come in contact with in different scenarios, or just, you know, dangerous men who are out here playing out fantasies and delusions in their brain based on their perception or reality, and think that their perception is right and everyone else's perception is wrong. And men like this are very, you know, dangerous in society, for not just for women but for men. But I am going to specify on the video for women. I will tap into, you know, what the man's perception too. But if a man can't simply understand what women go through, that right there, because they're like, oh, what about us, what about us, what about us, what about us, that mentality. But we bring birth, we bring life into the world, right? Our bodies are more, we have to keep our bodies more sacred, right? You have a child, and now a narcissist man is repulsed by you. They're repulsed by your body, by what you went through. A lot of times that's when they leave you, to be honest with you. Even before, when you're pregnant, and then they come around playing games before the final discard, so they can seem like you did something to push them away. And then that's the story that they'll carry on with other women, and run the same game on them. So they're very narcissist men are very dangerous in society for women, you know. And I was thinking to myself, like, you know, I understand now why, you know, as extrovert as I used to be when I was younger, I understand now, like, why it's better not to have any contact with men, because some of them are very delusional. You could just be nice, kind, greet them, you know, they greet you, you greet them back, and they think, oh, I'm that dude. She smiled at me, she liked me, you know. All the girls like me, everyone is just like delusional men out here. But on this topic, I want to talk about the jealousy. So the jealousy, before I get too deep into it, because I experience it a lot, maybe like once a day with a man. Or I experience different things with men, but I always come in contact with a certain type of man that's like jealous. Hold on, you guys, I'm about to move. I'm about to get on the move. Because, like I said, I have another video. I'm going to go deep into this. And I'm pretty sure a lot of women go through this, many different scenarios. But I think y'all know what I'm talking about. There's like this specific type of man. Sometimes he shows his jealousy. Like he can't even help himself. He has to say something to you. You know, he has to say something. If you're with somebody, he's just going to look at you and you're going to see the evil eye, right? You're going to see the evil eye. But if you're by yourself, you're going to feel it in their energy. They're going to be huffing and puffing. They're going to be like you're agitating them. They're going to be trying to stare you down to see if you're going to look at them. Like if you're going to give direct, their eye contact becomes aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they want to say something. They want to know what you're thinking of them. They think you don't like them, or you're looking down on them, or you think you're better than them. They feel like you think you're better than me. Well, you're acting like you're better than me. Like they think that you're even paying attention to them when you're not even paying attention to them. They're paying attention to you. They will discriminate against you, or they will body shame you, or they will give you a compliment. Like, they'll talk to you like you're older, like they want to let you know, like, oh, you're getting older, you're not like a 19-year-old anymore. So I'm gonna say something like, I'm gonna call you ma'am, or I'm gonna say it in a way where it's in a way where they're saying it in a very snobby way, like they're trying to see what your facial expression is gonna be. And if you're someone who is like, you're someone who's constantly evolving, and you understand life, and you understand death, and you understand that you don't stay 19 years old. But when you're dealing with a man who's dealing with like little girls, and he's older than you, that's the crazy part. He's older than you, but he thinks he has some type of value that he feels like you're losing. So just based off of that, on top of that, he's gonna try to figure out like, are you married? Do you have children? I bet you're not happy. Like, most men are dogs. Most men are evil. Most men are jealous. Most men don't care about women. They don't care. They care more about lust, right? So they already look at all women like they ain't shit, because they feel like all men feel like women ain't shit. But a wise man knows that society is designed for men to lust, to ruin families, and to ruin women. And because men, a lot of times women, they're going by what the men have taught them, and then the men are blaming the mother, and they prey on you because maybe you don't have a father or whatever, while they didn't have a good father, or they might have a father. You know what I'm saying? So that narcissistic, them having lots of resources, that can also make them narcissistic, right? So they basically use tactics to manipulate and treat people bad. And when you come into narcissism, you realize that women are narcissists as well. That a lot of women in your life have fucked you over, have fucked over the narcissist. You realize the battle, the warfare, the deeper picture. You understand that some people were only capable of certain things based on their education or their intelligence. You know, you see everything, and you know that someone who is a healthy man, he's gonna be able to see those things in the world too, that everything is based on competing, hurting. It's a spiritual warfare. It's you know, I had a dream a long time ago, and the dream said it's genocide, and I said, what's genocide? I woke up, I said, what's genocide? I had a really crazy dream, but that's what I had got out of it. And that's when I realized, I said, oh, that was a message. It's, you know, everything I'm experiencing is genocide. It's a different form of slavery. So a man who is a free man, who's a real man, he's going to understand that. And he's going to understand that in order for him to have learned about good and bad, and making choices, and having choices that were made for us, but also having choices that now you have the power to choose how to move differently, and understand that certain things were put in your life to have compassion, to have empathy, to know when not to do certain things, to know that nothing good comes from certain scenarios, you know, to have balance. You know, it's about balance. So the narcissists, they feel like their balance goes based off of your knowledge. So when they're with you, it's like, I'm teaching you a lesson, you know, about people. Everything they do to them, to them, they feel like they're not doing anything because they're creating balance in your life. But what happens is that it goes from one lesson to another lesson to another lesson to another lesson. And to them, it's like, I'm gonna show you how far someone can go, right? So it's like they're trying to teach you something, and then it's like genocide. They kill you. They kill you. And everywhere you run to, whoever you run to, you get judged, you get betrayed, you get talked about badly, you get called stupid and so many things. And the women around you or people that you thought have been through the same things you've been through would be more compassionate, because it's your story, it's your time, right? So when you get to that point where you understand that, and you're there of service to anyone who needs that, and then you got a grown-ass man trying to tell you about what stage you're at in your life when they should be above you, but they're beneath you, but they're trying to make you feel like you're beneath them because they're basing their value on superficial exterior things, when they themselves are not, gonna live forever. So it's just the jealousy in them, because I'm here of service, because if it wasn't for me and other women like me who can be the bigger person, then who else is gonna let women know what's really going on? Because men want to teach women what's going on, while keep doing the wrong thing and not keep addressing other men with what needs to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? So I find that there's a lot of men like that in society. They're hypocrites. I see it in women as well. Just like society is built for everyone to kind of be against one another, don't you think that that's the same thing with gender roles? Don't you think it's the same thing going on? It's a different type of game with relationships, with marriages, with betrayal, with opportunist people who they look at marriage as, you have a big family, you have a lot of energy, a lot of supply, a lot of connections. That's all it is. That's all they're thinking about. And then they go out into the world and they think that by shitting on other women and trying to belittle them to make them feel jealous, or judging, or trying to make it seem like you're not that happy. You're not as happy as me. I got to marry someone who thinks that I love them unconditionally, but I do love them, but with conditions. And I'm getting the good end of the stick because I gave them a sob story about my family and all this and that, and my past, and and the children I left in the past, and and I was able to now be the guy that you wanted me to be, but I'm just pretending to be that guy. I'm just pretending to. And guess what? This person I'm with, they love me for rich or poor. So when I finally decide I want to retire early, I'm well taken care of. I got dinner ready. You know what I'm saying? I got dinner ready. So those type of men, they go out into society. There's women that they know are going to be aware that they're married and they don't care. They feel like they're in paradise, in their world, in their reality. So then they start to think that every woman sees them like that, but it's only a certain type of woman that they keep attracting. It's not all women don't feel like that about you, or look at you like that, or respect you like that, or even think you're attractive the slightest bit. For real though. But they'll give you that energy. You know what I'm saying? That energy, like I know I'm ugly, I'm old, or whatever, or but I got a young person. So it keeps them young. And when you say it keeps somebody young, it means just that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you got that a little rush, a little thrill in your life, a little spark. It means it keeps them young to where they don't even see that that person could be their child or anything. It keeps them in a state of delusion. So now they can attack other women. They can give men advice on what they should do and how to keep control over the woman. And it's all about control. It's not about love. It's not about equality. It's not about, hey, we got each other. We're using whatever we got to get what we have and to build something and to understand one another, to understand the world, to understand that time is precious, to understand that life is quick. To not lower our vibration more than it already has to be forced to be fucking lowered. You know what I'm saying? So you will see that you will go out into the world and you'll experience men who are jealous of your position. They'll feel like you don't deserve it, or they'll feel like, oh, you don't make enough money, or they feel like, you know, nobody wants you. Like, I don't want you. I wouldn't be with someone like you. You know, like, nobody wants you. Nobody wants this type of woman because she has a child. Or nobody wants this type of woman because she's not ideal. She's not the woman of a man's dreams. She's not the dream girl. You know what I'm saying? So these type of men will go out in society and their jealousy will show based on how they treat you. They'll try to get like doors to slam you. They'll try to ask you personal questions, or they'll come and they'll gossip about you with people that they're around with other men, or they'll say many things of why you don't deserve love, or why you're not a happy person, or you're not really a peaceful person, or they'll give you some type of negative energy where it's jealousy. It's like if you have something they got, you drive, or you got a home, or you got something of value that they wish that they could have, they feel like, if I had that, I would be doing this. I would be doing that. If I had that, I would be doing this and doing it like that. And I would be having a gang of parties and I would be doing this. So, you know, it's the same jealousy. The thing about it, right? The thing about it, these type of men, when they see other men have these things, they feel like, I want to be like that guy. I want to be like that dude. I'm trying to hustle like him. So when they see men doing these things, they look up to them. They even worship them. Sometimes they worship them, but behind closed doors, they're jealous of them. But they're not going to show it to that man. They're going to make it seem like they're really happy for them, like they're not a hater. Right? How many times you seen a narcissist man talk bad about his friends or family, and then when they're around them, they act like they're like a supportive, positive person, right? So, because they won't, narcissist men, they won't want to disrespect another man. They're going to think twice about disrespecting another man. Sometimes they do if they feel like they can overpower you, of course, but most of the time, they're going to be more careful about approaching a man violently or aggressively than they're going to do to a woman. So they're going to think twice. But with a woman, they'll talk to you like you know them. They'll talk to you like you're their wife, you're their girlfriend, you're someone that they're connected to. If it's like, you could tell that that's how they treat their mothers, that's how they treat, you could tell by their demeanor, the way they talk, the way that like they want to seem like they're intelligent, so they'll try to tell you what to do, or they'll try to tell you something that you already know, something that you didn't. It's like something so stupid, right? Something that you already know, and it's something really dumb. Like, why did you even say that to me? Like, do you think I'm that dumb? Like, I don't know that. Like, it's something that's like, you should have just not said nothing type of thing. But they'll say it like, don't forget so-and-so, blah, 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 right? Whoop-de whoop-whoop. Don't forget. And you'll be thinking in your head, like, sometimes you won't even respond. You'll just nod your head like, I don't got time to, like, give this type of man any type of weird any energy that they feel that they're gonna feel attacked, right? I'ma just nod my head and say, I said, yep, you're right, because you already know. If you say something like, oh, trust me, I already know what I have to do. I already know that, but thank you. Oh, I know how to do my job, but thank you. If you say something like that, they're gonna get offended. Like, how dare you? You don't deserve this job. You don't deserve this. You have bad customer service. But I'm just giving you an example. I'm trying to let you know that when you talk to these type of narcissist men, it's just like the narcissist women, how you say something to them and they only hear what they want to hear. That's how those narcissistic men can be too. Anything you say, they take it in a different way. And when you defend yourself and have boundaries, they look at it like disrespect, because the women that they're around, usually when they're talking and they're acting young and youthful and they're play fighting and they're intoxicated and they're fucking around with their wife and girlfriend and being disrespectful and loud and annoying and shit and being annoying with strangers, with people, when they got that energy where they feel like they could act however they want to act around their partner, and the women, they're allowed to abuse them, yell at them and disrespect them, and those women become afraid, and then they keep their mouth shut because they know, if I say something, he might just snap on me. So I'm gonna just let him talk his shit and let him get his shit out the way. Call me all kinds of whatever you want to call me. I'm just not gonna say anything, because if I say something and I didn't even do anything, you just want to pick a fight to go do something, and you think to yourself, how sick does a man have to be to when they're in that state of lust? How sick do you have to be to make up an argument, a fight, make some shit up, right? And then really get aggressive, really get violent, really start calling people out their names and getting crazy like someone did something to you, like a whole fucking performance, you know, like you'll be looking at them like, this motherfucker really deserves an Oscar, you know, like an award or a trophy or a fucking championship belt, because they will lie to the end. And it's like, you're like, and you know, women do that shit too. But these men will choke you, they will drag you, they will pull you by your, like you ain't shit, like you're not even a human being, like you're a dog, like you're a property piece, you know? And you'll think to yourself, it was all a show, it was all an act. And when you don't allow that type of behavior, and you've had men in your life that never behaved that way, and they were loyal till death, you know what I'm saying, that they cared more about family and different things, and they stood on that shit, and you realize, like, it's a lot of these type of men that are jealous of women, and a lot of men who are respectable men, they can also tell by your demeanor what type of woman you are, when the way you dress, the way you talk, the way men don't like it when you talk to them in a tone where it's condescending, you know, like where you're trying to be a smart bitch with them, because it makes them feel like there's certain women out there who got good men who are Jezebel spirits, and they talk crazy to that man, right, in a condescending tone. They feel like they should be treated like a queen, and they should be living this fantasy fairy tale book story and shit, Cinderella, Disneyland, you know, shit going on in their head. And then on top of that, they be having the condescending tone, you know, or if you tell them the truth, when they get mad, they get that condescending tone, and they're like, oh, bitch, you're fired, you're out of here. And all you're doing is telling the truth, you know, and that condescending type of person, a lot of men can tell that. And when they feel your energy is not like that, and that you're respectful and calm, they'll respect you by how you respect yourself, right? But when you're dealing with a narcissist man, it doesn't matter if you dress appropriately, so you don't get, harassed. It doesn't matter if you dressed, without being provocative. If you're okay with being basic or being natural, or you don't care about certain things, or your priorities are not all revolved around men, like your life is not like men, like you realize like life ain't just like men, like that's not what life is about. Like life should be about other things and other people as well. So when you got that type of peace and growth, those narcissist men, because they're still in Neverland, never growing up, those be the men that will attack you and will attack you publicly, and their jealousy will come out because they feel like you have it better than them as a woman, and you're living a reality where you don't have to use men, but if you choose to use men, you can. And the narcissist looks at it like you're a dumb bitch. You're the type of woman that's gonna put a man on child support. You're the type of woman that you're just trying to trap a man. You're the type of, so that narcissist man has a lot of different thoughts going on in their brain, shit that they hear on social media, shit that just be gravitating to them. So they just go out in society and they think like all women ain't shit, all women are miserable, oh look at her, she's this, oh I bet you no man wants her, no man gonna give her no money, so they'll say a lot of shit, right? A lot of rules. Oh, she got a kid, but guess what? There's always going to be a man that's going to want to go get with that woman even if she got a kid. There's always going to be a man that don't like what you like, that their preference ain't what your preference is. There's always going to be a man. So by another man being jealous of a woman, it shows like what type of man they are. It shows that they're focused on women. Because I was thinking to myself, I said, I always come around like a man who seems like jealous for no reason. And it's like they be trying to show dominance, or they think that if they talk to me a certain way, I'm like gonna do what they say, or I'm scared of them or something. And I'm like, who this motherfucker think he talking to, or like I'll be looking at them like, I don't know who you be intimidating, but I will call the police on your ass. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to call the police on you because you might slap the fuck out of me. But I'll be thinking ahead, like I'll be thinking ahead, like this person got me messed up. Like I be looking at them like I'm stupid. Like I don't know what they're talking about. Like what are you talking about? Like I'm a dumb it down all the way. You're so pissed off. And I ain't got nothing to do with it. You're pissed off and I ain't even got nothing to do with it. You're just mad that you can't get your way, and you think that by doing that I'm gonna give you what you want, but I don't even know you. And you talking crazy like that, like you need to be in jail, Like you don't know people, you don't know their family, you don't know what men I have in my life. Like you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those men, they try to get at you when you're by yourself. That's what I notice when I'm like, if I'm around somebody else, another woman or a man, it's like they're just gonna stare or look, or like they're gonna look and give the evil eye, like you're not happy. You guys ain't really happy. Or they might come to you and start talking to you guys and be like, oh, where are you guys from? Oh, we got some, I like you guys' matching shoes. They'll start talking to you, like try to be nice, but they really be jealous of you. Like why are you even talking to me? You approaching me. You want to let me know that you're with your partner and we together, but you're trying to act like, let me see if you guys are really happy. So, and I'm gonna pretend like me and my partner are happy and we've been together for a long time. And some of these people, they ain't even been together for a long time. And the motherfucker got many kids and got a pass and a whole bunch of shit, but they don't want to get to that conversation. But you could feel it in their energy that it's something off about them. Like they're hiding from a past and they're living in a reality that they don't even deserve to be in because they don't even know how to act. They're living somebody else's reality. They're sucking the life out of their partner that they're with. They're with them because of what they got. So they trying to make it seem like that's exactly what you guys are doing, or they're trying to make it seem like that's what your partner is doing, right? It was times where like men would try to make it seem like we the same, huh? We the same, and me and my partner would look at the narcissist, and me and my ex would look at the person like, you think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid like your girlfriend? Like, we be looking at each other and looking at the dude like, what's the problem? Like he'll be looking at me like, damn, he think you that stupid that you can't read between the lines. Like, and even the narcissist knows his girl must really be slow, or he must really be disrespectful, and she just don't say nothing. So they start thinking that other women are like the women they're dealing with, and they go out in society and you feel their jealousy. They try to target, like if you're with a man, they're not really gonna say nothing to you. If you're with another woman, they're gonna approach you because they're not scared of women. They're like, I will overpower you bitches. I will beat both of y'all up. So if you go out somewhere, you know, I remember one time a weird dude, me and a friend, we were like just turned 21. We're like, oh, now we can legally get drinks. And I remember this dude comes, and my friend was like, why is he talking to us? And he was just like, I like your makeup. Oh, I like it. Like, he knew. He a grown-ass man. I'm talking about maybe in his 40s or something, and I'm 21. So my friend is like, why is he talking to us? Like, he was very playful, very childish, right? And he just came out of nowhere and started talking. Then he went to another woman at another corner of the bar, and he went and whispered something in her ear, and my friend was looking at him like, she was like glaring at him, and I'm looking at my friend like, why is she glaring at him like that, right? Because I'm still young, naive, so I'm looking at my friend, she glaring at him with the most evil stare. And the dude goes to the other girl and he says something to her, and then he makes eye contact with my friend, and then my friend was like, oh, hell no. And she gets out of her chair with her drink, and then she goes up to the girl, and she's like, what did he just tell you right now? Because he came over here and he was bothering us. And then the girl was like, oh, he said that that you guys said something about my hair. And I was like, what? Like, we looked at each other and was like, what? So you got men out here that are real jealous and will sit here and be playing games with women, with even little girls. Because at that point, I'm a little girl and you're a grown-ass man playing with me. You know what I'm saying? You close enough to being my father, and then you're sitting here playing games. So the older I get, I realize all the games, how men be jealous of women, so they start playing all these games because they know women aren't paying attention, or women be thinking like men aren't capable of certain things, or they're not capable of being fucking gossiping little bitches that gossip more than women. You think they're not capable of doing certain shit, and they'll be worse. They'll wake up in the morning gossiping. They'll wake up in the morning calling different people like girls, you know, and they'll be talking to women, violating women, disrespecting women, and you would be like, is this man, you know, LGBT? Like, what's happening? Oh, you wish I was LGBT. You're just mad because someone's being honest. You're just mad because of this, that, right? So you got men out here that just be really jealous of women. And I see it all the time. Jealous of people and what they have. You got to think about it. The narcissist, they're someone who's jealous of everybody, right? They're jealous of everyone, men and women. But like I said, I was thinking to myself, and I said, you know, as a woman, when I was younger, I feel like it was more like you want to compete with other women, or you're young and you're looking at an older chick and you're like, that's why you're old. You know what I'm saying? So I realize, like, women, we be competing with one another, right? And I feel like competition, shit like that, it's normal. You get to a certain point in your life, you realize that shit is for the birds. Competition, competing with other women, that's what men want, you know? Compete for their love. They don't want to compete for your love. They want us to compete for their love, right? So I realize, like, women, we be competing with one another in different aspects, in business and in music and in all different aspects. Women compete with one another. But I never have ever looked at another man and been like, I'm jealous of that car that man got. I'm jealous of that job that man got. I was thinking to myself, because I'm like, I'm always running into men who are jealous and they be showing that shit. Oh, how much you pay for this? How much you pay for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, they be so jealous. And even growing up, I would hang around a lot of, you know, men and women, a lot of boys and females. And, you know, when you're young, you're like, oh, I want the newest car. I want this or that. And I would get like, I would have a lot of guy friends and we all had our cars. And my guy friends, I'll pull up, my guy friends like, oh, here come the homegirl, like, look at her car, sick, you know? And like, it'll be like, oh, we all got cars, we all, you know, and this mindset, right, where a lot of shit is going on, but you're not really, you're really thinking you're around positive people. You in that large circle and you think you're around positive people, everybody on some positive shit, but you don't know that secretly people are speaking behind your back. Or when you get in a car accident or something, they're like laughing at your downfall. Like, I knew that was going to happen. Like, they ain't even done. Man, if I would have had that, if I would have had that, if I would have had that, you know, that's where if I would have had that came out, you know. So I realized, I said, I've never looked at a man and like competed with a man or cared what a man got. But men be caring about what women got just as much as certain women care about what men have. Men be doing the same shit. See, narcissist men will say that all women care about is money, to being taken care of, all this shit. They're attacking the women, confusing the other men, right? They're attacking the women. Oh, that's all women want. That's all women want. But that's all men want too. You got men that don't got family like that. They want your family. They want something out of you too. They want something between your legs. They want shit from you too. They're looking like, oh, I want this chick. She got a good career. I don't have a good career. I didn't even go to college. I got a good job. I didn't go to college. I ain't got no degree, but my girl do. She a doctor, she a parole officer, she a nurse, she a lawyer. Oh, she sell homes. Oh, she got her own business. Oh, she do nails, she do this, she do that. Oh, she known for this, she known for that. So it's men who like bragging about what the women in their life got when they ain't got that shit. And I know a lot of men like that. I got men in my family like that they ain't shit, but they'll come around other women putting women down. If you go over there, they'll pick at you. Oh, you still ain't got married yet. Oh, you what's going on? What you gonna do? You know, you running out of time. They'll say shit to you while they're sitting at that woman's house not doing shit. They're living off of her money and her family's money and generational wealth, generational education and connections. That man ain't got shit. His family ain't pouring into shit. You know what I'm saying? So men do the same thing too, but those men are the main ones who will be like online, I'm married, I'm this, I'm telling you, they'll be the ones giving advice, okay? Confusing the other men. Making other men feel like being good to a woman is wrong. Or that man trying to teach that man how to use women till they get the type of woman they want or something. You know what I'm saying? You got men who are pushing men away from love, from finding someone, because they're telling that man he needs that woman needs to have so many there's so many things she got to check on the checkbook if you gonna take her serious. While that man ain't even got his shit all the way life figured out. You know what I'm saying? So you got jealous men out here giving women and men advice, and then they're painting this picture of being like someone who used to be a dog and now they changed, or someone who made mistakes and they learn from their mistakes, and they're trying to clout more off of that shit because they're jealous of all the women that have spoken up against them and who have talked about them and who have figured them out to a fucking T, who got them figured the fuck out all the way through. So they're like, I can't let you have nothing. I gotta come in. I gotta come in there and fuck that up. Just like if you're going for a beauty queen pageant, the man gotta come fuck that up too. They're jealous. How come she get to be a pageant queen? I gotta come in there and fuck that up. You know what I'm saying? You got women that want to be men. They want to come there and fuck that up too, and fuck your head up. Well, stop messing with men. Stop. They're all the same. All of them. All of them. So you realize there's bad people everywhere. But when it comes to narcissists, men are dangerous because women are not jealous of other men. I mean, women are usually... Women could be jealous of a man, but it doesn't necessarily mean jealous. She might want something from you. Right? But for a woman to go around, you know, I feel like it could go both ways too. A woman can go around like, I hate all men. I hate all men. And if I get me a man that I could get something from, I'm going to take from him. Oh, you know. But for a woman, me seeing a woman be jealous like bluntly to another man, I don't really see that. I don't see it, not in public, you know. I don't see a woman really hating on a dude, you know, where a man feels like, man, I don't want to go out in the world because it seems like it's always a bitch that's hating on me and got some hater shit to say to me about something. It might be, you know, or maybe, you know, certain men can experience that in their relationships. Somebody might not like the relationship that you're in, and they hating on you, and as a man they say something to you because they hating on your relationship. You know what I'm saying? They hating on your lady and shit like that. You know, but I feel like the jealousy within men is different from the jealousy with women. Some women, they might feel some type of way about something, but they're not going to say nothing. With certain men, they feel like because they feel like they can overpower you, they think it's okay to say certain shit. You get me? So, I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. And like I said, I'm going to continue talking about this of being careful out here in these streets with narcissistic men. Because like I said, you know, they could overpower you. They can get violent. You know, women are catty. We catty and shit. You got some thug ass females out there, you know, they'll pull out that taser or weapon on you. But for the most part, a narcissist man is going to feel like he can overpower you. And just based on that, he's going to feel like he could disrespect you, especially if he sees something in you that he's jealous of, where he feels like he should have what you have. That's why a man is more capable of hijacking you and stealing your car before a female come and steal your car. You know what I'm saying? A man is more capable of coming and snatching the gold chain off your neck than a woman coming to snatch that necklace or snatch that phone. You know what I'm saying? If a woman do something, it's usually going to be in a group. But a man, he going to feel like he could do that shit all by himself. you know. And so you got jealous men out here that can be violent. Most of them aren't violent, but they'll use verbal tactics to try to belittle you for no reason, and you don't even know them from a can of paint, but they see something that they're jealous of, and they feel like if they say that to you, it might make you feel bad about something else, or you know, they think that their comments have some effect or something, you know what I'm saying? Something like, why would you be jealous of someone you don't know, especially the opposite sex? Like, I've never been jealous of a man. Like, I don't even think about men enough to be jealous of them unless I like somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'll just think about love. I don't think about I'm jealous of a man. So for a man to be jealous of you, they're most likely miserable with themselves, and they think by putting a woman down, it to them it's like, this is the only thing I got. I might not have nothing else, but I got good supply in my life. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of competing with you, where it's like, I know I bet I have a better relationship than yours, you know, or you know, or to them it's like, oh, you think you're all that? You think, oh, you get attention from men? You think you're all that? I bet men be flirting with you all the time. I bet you I bet you got a lot going on, because I could tell that by your energy, you be trying to brighten up the room and make people feel good and make people feel comfortable, and people might be drawn to you. But I'm not drawn to you just because you got good energy. I'm not drawn to you just because you got good energy and you're beautiful from the inside out. I don't care that you're beautiful from the inside out and other people see it and other people treat you special. I'm not going to treat you special. I'm going to make sure you know that it's people out here that don't give a fuck about you. So that type of man is going to make sure that you don't feel beautiful, that you don't feel the way you look. That's why you got a lot of people who are beautiful on the inside out. And not all people who are beautiful on the outside are beautiful on the inside. So those people who are beautiful on the inside out, they might really feel fucked up when someone treats them like that, because they're like, hey, I'm not even that type of person to do that to somebody, to treat them bad, and just because I'm attractive. So why would they try to treat me bad? Like, because they're trying to label me like a Jezebel spirit or something. You know what I'm saying? So this is why the narcissist, they'll be jealous of you, because they're like, oh, you had everything handed to you. I know women who are just like you, who look better than you, and they lived a rougher life than you. So, and people treat them like shit. I've been with women that look better than you, but they don't have the education that you have, and I treated them like shit. So I know I could treat you like shit, because it's gonna make you feel bad. You know, so you got jealous, like just jealous men out here, you know. And some of them, you know, some women will be like, oh, I love having guy friends. Like, I feel like I get along with guys more than women. And those women don't know all those men are setting them up. They like you being around. You might feel like, I'm the pretty girl, a pretty friend, and I'm all these guys' friends. And guess what? They're looking like, one of us is gonna hit. We're gonna hook you up with one of our friends. They're laughing at you. A lot of those men be really jealous of you. They be low-key jealous, and then when your relationship starts to work with one of them or something, all the other ones are gonna try to get that your partner to cheat, because they're like, you should have just stayed friends with us. Now we're gonna set up scenarios and destroy your shit, because you should have never been hanging around us in the first place. You're a whole female, and we're jealous of you, and we're jealous of the opportunities you get, and the only reason we keep you around is so that we can get women who look like you, or we can hook up with your friends, or or we can get into the club or somewhere quicker, so we can get certain opportunities just by being connected to you. And here this woman is saying she want to hang out with guys. She don't like hanging around females because the females be using her, but she letting the opposite sex use and exploit her more than they already do to us women. You see what I'm saying? So and then that person, that person that's been around those men becomes the Jezebel spirit, because she start to move like a man. You know, have you ever seen that movie? Is it Hot Chicks? No, is it Hot Chicks? No. What is that movie called? The Hot Chick? Where they trade like spirits and shit, like energy swap, and the dude spirit went into the woman's body, and as soon as he knew he was in that body, he's I'm gonna be a stripper, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna use dudes, I'm gonna do this. She started becoming a man. The hot chick. You know? So you got a lot of jealousy out here on both sexes. But as a woman, just know when you deal with men who are jealous of you, don't give them no energy, because they're just using it as a tool, so that if they feel like they're using it as a tool, so that if you defend yourself from their remarks or whatever, they want to be able to go back and forth with you. You know, they want to go back and forth with you, and they really want to hurt you. They really want to do something to you. They want to have a reason to do something to you, and you ain't even do nothing to these men. They're just jealous of you. They just jealous. They feel like you shouldn't have what you have. And you got to think about it. What kind of man will be jealous of a woman? It got to be a man who didn't have a male role model in his life. You know, to help him separate himself from the mind of a woman. He has the mind of a woman. That's why he coming at you. He got the mind of a woman. And then he want to carry himself like he a man, like he manly man, like he got bitches. You know what I'm saying? But that let me know how you treat the women around you. You want to be the woman in the relationship, and you're in conflict between being a provider and being the woman. You're in conflict of you're scared of life, you're scared of the future, you're scared of yourself, bitch, and you're projecting that on men and women, and then you're coming to give other men the illusion of what women should be doing, what a man should be doing, what, you know, you're sitting here giving advice to women on what a high value man is, and you're trash. You know? So you're trash. You're jealous of women, and you're trying to act like you're helping them so you could get money out of them, bitch. There, I said it. For real. That's what they really do. That's what they really do. You know? You're like, oh, a woman is exposing us? No, I'm gonna expose myself like 8 Mile Eminem, bitch. And I'm gonna exploit y'all some more because y'all dumb. And that's how they feel. They feel like women are dumb. And they're jealous, and they feel like if they had your body, they would be making more money. These men are ridiculous. They're low-hanging fruit. So I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, and your healing. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.